Hello again, it's me, Nexus, and I thought I might do another vlog. The release for The Taking Part 1 is very close now. Close enough anyway. And, you know, that's time for celebration, right? Well, The Taking Part 1 is, I may have told you, not the best thing I've ever made. The Taking Part 2 is, again, not the best thing I've ever made. But they were both very enjoyable to make, and they have a story that you might want to see finished, and it's okay. It's okay. It was, yeah, it's okay. Another thing I'd like to do is, you know my character, Catman. The series, Greg and Catman, is taking a lot longer than expected, mostly because none of the team can be bothered, including me. I'm writing it at the moment, might skip storyboarding considering I like a lot of the creativity that comes from just winging it with this sort of animation. And I was thinking, because it's taken so long, maybe I could make Catman play some video games and record them. Let's Plays by Catman. This was an idea I tried last year, but it didn't work too well, mostly because I couldn't find I wasn't prepared to pay a lot of money for a voice changer. I was hoping for like a VoIP voice changer, like sort of thing you can change your voice over Skype with. And surprisingly, there weren't many of them, and all of the ones I found either didn't work or you had to pay for. In fact, some of the ones I paid for didn't work. Like I paid for one and it didn't work. I got a trial of another one, it worked for a little bit, then stopped working. And I couldn't think why. And I thought maybe these things are just a rip-off, so I didn't use it. I did start to use a piece of software I paid for quite a while ago when we thought of bringing Greg and Catman back, but I never used it. I always used Audacity because I knew my way around Audacity, and I decided to use it over the software that I paid for. So it's just you know, I don't always use expensive paid for software because firstly I don't have a lot of money. In fact, I don't have any money. So software that I do have is sort of like impulse buying when I do have the money. I usually don't regret it, but the piece of software I'm talking about is called Reaper, and at the time I really regretted buying it because I didn't think I'd use it. I think the most fun I got out of it back then was knowing that I could make a Dalek voice with it. Yeah. I tried using Reaper to do the Catman voice, and while it worked, it wouldn't do it real time without giving me this horrible high pitch feedback sort of noise. It wasn't feedback, but it kept making this random high pitched noise, and I couldn't think why. It was just like a random squeaking. I don't know why it did it, but it did, and it was not good. And so when I tried doing sort of like a live Let's Play thing with Greg, with Catman, not Greg, but Catman, it didn't work. And yeah, that's why. So that kind of went out the window. Then I tried doing my impression of Catman, which, okay, is okay. And I mean, considering I play Catman, that's a pretty bad thing to say. You know, my impression of Catman's okay, I suppose. But no, we edit the voice for Catman. I can do an alright impression, but for some reason, when I tried a Let's Play just doing my impression, while the impression sounded pretty good on my end, the microphone just made it sound like me. And I don't know why. But, you know, I'm kind of over that now. Then, only recently, as I was writing Greg and Catman, I was looking through Reaper and all of the effects that I could use, and I realised that there was another pitch change effect, and it was made by the people that made Reaper, whereas before I was using one that was made by Sony, I think, and it didn't work. It just kept making that high-pitched squeak sort of buzz noise, and I didn't like it. But I tried the one that was made by the people that made Reaper, and it works perfectly, so I'm going to start doing Catman LPs, whether you want me to or not, because some people might like it. But what I do want you to do is suggest games that I could play, and if I have enough money, I might be able to buy the game. Although I think Immovable Gaming might have a budget that I can use. I don't know. I'm earning most of the money for Removable Gaming from that one Minecraft video I did. But you know, I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to use it. I'll see. But at the moment, I have some games that I'm thinking of doing Half-Life, because not many people know this, but Catman is a fan of Half-Life. If you're a fan of Greg and Catman on Facebook, you'll know this, because there is a picture that I made on the day I decided Greg and Catman was going to come back, and it is Catman as Gordon Freeman. So yeah, have a look at that, Facebook. Link in the description if I can be bothered. That's the way it is. Also, I'm on DeviantArt, nexus.deviantart.com. Go have a look. I do stick figure things, but not the usual stick figure things. I put a lot of detail into them, and yeah, it turned out really nice. By detail, I mean I do them inspired on things that I've done to date. I've done a Spider-Man one and a Batman one. I'm thinking of doing more, but yeah, I thought it's a niche in the market. Surely, I've not seen it before. Stick figures as like Marvel and DC superheroes. Why not? I'll do other things, not just Marvel and DC superheroes. But anyway, thanks for watching. Those things are happening. Oh, also, as usual, I've taken on more projects than I can handle. Crevel 14 being one of them. Another 2D title with Hollow Sun Games. And I'm an actor in a musical coming up at my school. And I'm also doing the cool graphics and projections for that. So, very busy. See you soon.